Hey guys, and welcome to College as It Happens yet again. So today I'm going to talk to you about high school. Now, I know what you're thinking, wait a minute, this is a college channel. Why are you talking about high school? I'm going to be talking about high school in relation to college. Because there's some things that you really need to do while you're in high school that will help you prepare for college. Now, I'm going to talk to you about some mistakes I made and some things I wish I had done in high school, not college. I'm not in college yet. There's one thing that you really need to start while you're still a freshman. You need to start this as early as you possibly can, and that is community service. I cannot stress this enough. I know personally I have not been able to get tons and tons of scholarships because I didn't do enough community service. I live in a very rural area. It's very difficult to find community service, and I didn't really go looking for it because it wasn't required for me to graduate. So when I was applying for scholarships and stuff, I was looking at them and it's like, list your community service. Next scholarship, list community service. Next, list community service. Like almost every scholarship is going to want community service. If you don't have any community service, or if you have very little, then what's going to happen is you're not going to get the scholarship. I mean, I applied for some that, have community service on them. I applied for them, didn't get them. But some tips about community service is definitely start as early as possible, but scholarships and colleges don't really look at anything before high school. Also keep a log of the community service that you do. I do some community service stuff, but it's a lot of it is like school related. But I'm sitting there doing my college application, and I'm like trying to remember what community service I've done. So keep a log kind of what you do, so that when it comes time for you to apply for the scholarships, you have it all written down in one spot, and it's a lot easier access and stuff. Okay, so, and also another thing with community service is you want to divide your community service between school related and non-school related. What I mean by school related is if there's events held by your school, work at those events. That's the only type of community service I really did. I mean, I worked at band events and stuff. And then non-school related is like Habitat for Humanity, working in an animal shelter, nursing homes, stuff like that. That's non-school related, because there are some scholarships that will ask for both. So if you divide between those, you're probably more likely to get those scholarships. I hate talking about GPAs, but I have to, because it is very, 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 I can't even say how many varies, important that you keep your GPA up. Sorry. Yeah, definitely keep your GPA up, because I know once I got to senior year and I didn't realize it, my GPA had fallen dramatically. I actually graduated with a 2.967 GPA. But I know I think the only reason that I got into the college was because I had very high SAT scores. So you really need to be careful about your GPA, otherwise you might not get into the college you want. Alright, I'm talking about SAT scores. SAT and ACT. I live on the East Coast, which generally a lot of schools on the East Coast will take SAT scores. Primarily, pretty much any school will take SAT or ACT. But it depends on the school. So when you're applying for college, definitely check with the schools that you're applying to, see whether they take SAT or ACT. Like if you have one school that takes ACT only, and you have a bunch that take SAT or ACT, just take the ACT, because you do have to pay to take these tests. And also, another thing, take the test at least twice. I took it 2 times. The first time I scored a 1700, which is a really high score. I mean, I do very well on SATs. Average scores for the 3-part is around a 13 or 1400 probably is around average. I scored a 1700 my first time, and the second time was an 1800. And my overall highest scores ended up being 1810. I managed perfectly fine with that. But yeah, I would advise taking it at least twice, because you will almost always improve by at least 100 points taking it the second time. So, but if you are confident with your scores after that second time, then stick with that. And if you do worse in a subject the second time around, schools will take your highest scores. Like, I know my math score was a 670 my first time, and then the second time it dropped to a 640 because I was really focusing on the reading and the writing because I didn't do as good on those. You know, they'll take the 670 instead of the 640. It's whatever your highest scores in each category are, they will combine those. I don't know how ACT works because I did not take the ACT test. I only took the SAT because my school took either or, and I was only applying to one school at the time. So, and all the schools I was looking at were all accepted the SAT. So, sorry, I really gotta stop doing that. You're probably hearing this weird clicking noise. I was playing with something. But you might want to take it. I know I took my first one in June of my junior year. Then the second one I took in October of my senior year. And that's probably the best option because you don't want to take them like a month apart. And generally you have to, you know, if you're going to be applying to college, you need to take no later than December to have your scores in time for college applications. Alright, clubs. Join some sort of club that interests you. Be active in that club. Don't just kind of slump yourself to the back. I was in 3 different clubs through high school. My freshman year, I was in an anime club, which halfway through my freshman year was no longer a club at the school because they decided it was not educational. Not even going there because it was ridiculous. And I was also, and what was the other club? I only did one club freshman year, I think. Yeah, that was the only club I did freshman year. Then sophomore year, I joined improv club and was in that through 12th grade. And junior year, I joined the archery club, and I was in that again senior year because I shoot archery. But yeah, definitely get involved with clubs. See if there's. I should have joined something like PHS Leftovers, which is kind of a community service club. And I should have joined one of those. I think that would have really helped me, but I didn't. So. Whatever. Just be active in whatever clubs you choose. Alright, extracurricular activities. Try and get involved in something extracurricular. You don't have to, but it's a good idea too, because you can meet people, you can network. I know extracurricular-wise, I did marching band for 2 years. I did marching band for 3 years. I did Winter Guard for 3 years. I did acting, both in the competitive one act and also in the spring plays. I think that's all I really did. I mean, and I stage managed band concerts. And I think that's just about it. So, you know, just really get involved in something. It could be anything, you know, if you have a step team or whatever. And as clubs, you can kind of turn them into extracurriculars kind of things. Really gotta stop doing that because it's making my face all wonky. Anyway, just get involved in some sort of extracurricular activity. See if there's like, you know, if you're not an athletic person, see if there's like a math club or science, or not really a math club. Try something like Quiz Bowl or show choir. I don't really like show choir personally because the whole situation in my school was show choir. But get involved with something. So it's a good way to meet people. It's a good way to really have a network of people. Alright. One big piece of advice. Get along with your teachers in high school. at least be nice to them. Don't be rude to your teachers, because when it comes time for college applications and for scholarship applications, you're going to want good teacher recommendations. Do your work in class. You know, don't be disrespectful, and you have a good chance of getting good recommendations. I think that's it on my list. Wow, I actually got through this one pretty quick. Alright, so I actually got through this one quicker than I thought it would. I have a short list this time, unlike my last video, which was 20 minutes long. Oh my god. Like, I didn't realize it until the end. I was like, oh crap, it's 20 minutes. Okay, a couple quick notes about my videos. Each time you're probably going to see a different background. I'm trying to figure out where in my room works best for making videos. Like, I was like over that way a little more last time, and it just had this big blank wall and it looked horrible and stuff. So as it like having so much white space in the video kind of made my face look washed out. Also, lighting is another issue, because I'm using an overhead light right now, so this side of my face, which is actually like right here, about this light, right like here-ish, where like right above there where the light is, and this side of my face is kind of darker and it just looks really weird. I'm working on trying to figure out my lighting. I might actually bring my Medusa lamp and just kind of shine lights everywhere kind of thing eventually. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out where in my room fits best for making videos, so bear with me while I'm figuring that out. So that's it, and I hope you have fun, and thanks for watching my videos. So see ya!